Good Saturday morning, guys. Welcome to Take 5. I'm your host, Carla Salinas, and today I'm so excited because I'm here with the GOAT, the legend, the great Tim Smith.
Oh, you do something long enough, you know.
Tim, I gotta tell you, it's such an honor to share the screen with you today.
The honor's mine. I'm excited to be here on the program. I love what you guys are doing in this program, so it's an honor to be here.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Tim.
My pleasure.
And so today's a very special day. Can you tell us why?
Well, it's Eclipse Day. It's the first of 2 eclipse days, which is really cool. And today is an annual eclipse, and then in April there'll be a total solar eclipse, so things are going to change.
So Tim, can you actually explain to our viewers what exactly is happening when we say solar eclipse?
Absolutely. It's when the moon's going to eclipse the sun's light. So we can take a look at a graphic. I'll show you what we're talking about. The sun's out there, right? It's going to be there. It's out there already. Midday today, the moon is going to come in a perfect alignment between us and the sun. Now, it's close enough to the earth that it won't block it completely. There'll be a ring of light around it. We call that the ring of fire. So it's an eclipse, but this is called an annular eclipse because of this ring around the moon. So it doesn't block it completely. But around midday today, it'll almost block the whole sun. Now, we're not quite in the path of totality, but we're close.
Now, Tim, do people need any sort of special glasses to be able to watch this eclipse happen?
Absolutely. This is a good time to talk about that because, you know, you never want to go out and look at the sun, right? You can't. You go out and look up and it burns your eyes.
Right.
Even when it's like this ring will still burn your eyes. Okay, so you don't want to look at it directly. You want to have some special eclipse glasses that you may have ordered online, welder's glasses, something like that, or there's other ways you can look at it. You know, you can put a hole in a piece of paper and look over your shoulder and let it reflect onto the ground, things like that. You can do that.
Perfect. Now, Tim, you mentioned that there's going to be another eclipse happening very soon.
Which is amazing. In April, there's going to be another one, and that one's not going to be annular. It's going to be a total eclipse. And when it's a total eclipse, the moon is a little closer to the earth, so it's a little bigger. You don't have the ring of fire, so it completely blocks the sun, and the sky gets a lot darker. I've been to two total eclipses, and when this happens, it's like nighttime in the middle of the day. It's pretty amazing. The sky gets completely dark. It's really, really cool. That one's in April.
And you won't need any special glasses for that.
Well, up until it goes total. Once it goes total, you can take the glasses off because there's no direct sun. There's rays coming out, but they're not coming right at your eyes. So once it's total, then you can look at it with the naked eye. But until that point, you don't. Okay? So you want to see the paths of the two?
Yes, please show us.
Okay, it's pretty cool because they're both going to cross Texas. Here's the first one, there's the second one. Let's go a little closer. This is today's. Here's the path across Texas. And the timing around San Antonio, it peaks at about 11:50. Just off the coast of here, it peaks at about noon. So noon today, and if you're in the valley and you want to go someplace, get as close as you can, go to Port Mansfield, South Padre, to get an idea where it's going to be the most total. This is the 100% total.
Well, that's perfect for today because our viewers can watch our Take 5 segment in completion and then head out to the island and watch that solar eclipse.
I have a hunch there may be some traffic on the causeway. Now, the other one, this is what's cool. The other one on April the 8th, this is the total one. The path is different, but it crosses the same spot in the hill country. That's what's amazing. 2 total eclipses in the hill country within 6 months of each other. This one's about midday. You have to go a little ways to get into the path of this one. It'll still be, you know, about 90% here, but if you want total where the moon completely blocks the sun, go up to the hill country. Good luck getting a hotel. They've been booked for years.
Really?
Because people, you know, I've been to 2 eclipses. I'm going to go see this one. And people do that. They plan way ahead. A friend of mine tried to book a hotel in the hill country. The minimum stay was 7 nights because they can do it. If they want to see the eclipse, they're going to do it.
Do you know when this might happen again?
The next one's not till 2039, you know.
So we got to catch this one.
So yeah, you know, some of us may not be around in 2039, so we're going to go see this one. But it's really cool. It doesn't happen all that often. It's just strange and amazing that the 2 will come across Texas, October 14th today and April the 8th. And if you're right here in the Texas Hill Country, San Antonio, you can see both in your own backyard.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Tim, and explaining this to us.
My
I'm
pleasure.
so excited.
Thanks for the invitation. I love it. Go out and see it. It's going to be cool.
If you're interested in astronomy, this place is offering a closer look at the stars. Come check out the Cristina B. Torres Memorial Astronomical Observatory inside Resaca de Palmas in Brownsville. There's something truly magical about a night sky full of stars. I mean, have you ever looked up into the stars and felt a connection you can't explain? Well, they've always been there after all. We've grown up with the stars, we've followed their cosmic journey, and they've even seen us grow up. Their impressive nature fascinates people of all ages from 1-year-olds to 100-year-olds. Well, if the stars draw you in, then welcome to the world of STEM. This is Victor de los Santos. He's the executive director of the South Texas Astronomical Society, and this is the Cristina Torres Memorial Observatory, where you can get up close and personal with the stars.
This is an astronomical research facility where members of UTRGV come here to use a 17-inch telescope that's right inside the observatory to observe objects that are millions and billions of light years away.
The Star Society works with UTRGV to make the observatory accessible to the public so people like you and me can attend their events like astronomy at the park.
We invite community members to come and use the telescope and even pick objects and different galaxies or nebulas that they want to see, and we'll take an image of that in real time. We also have some other smaller telescopes that we'll use, and a lot of the times we'll have some of the professors and students from the university give presentations.
So why does it have to be a dome? Well, that's because the telescope moves. So researchers and people interested can come into the dome and man the telescope through the computer inside. It's a little complex, but with a little practice, you can find your favorite constellation in the sky, like the Orion constellation.
And as you can see, the shutter is open. So the way it works is the telescopes will point at these astronomical objects that are millions or billions of light years away. And then the entire dome, the top half of the observatory, will rotate so that the shutter is in the direction of that object. That way the telescope can look out and capture images. And if that object moves slightly throughout the night, then the observatory can follow it and continue taking images.
So if you are truly interested in astronomy, take some time and scratch that itch of curiosity, because there's a whole world of science waiting for you.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on in the world of space and science right now, and STEM. There's a lot of projects that NASA's doing and a lot of different companies like SpaceX. And the thing about STEM and space science that we try to push is that it's very multidisciplinary. No matter what you like to do, even if it's art, even if it's doing videos and journalism or building rockets or organizing things.
One of the Star Society's core values is
space and science and STEM should be accessible to everybody.
In other words, there's space in space for everyone.
A lot of our events are free of charge for that reason. We try to open accessibility by doing that. We also have a lot of bilingual programs, and so anything that we can do to open accessibility and get somebody interested in space and science and STEM that may not have been able to do so somewhere else.
So if you're ready to join in on the fun, you can visit starsocietyrgv.org and sign up for their email list so you don't miss out on any events. This small business is using the sun to create jeans, jackets, and art pieces. Take Vibes photojournalist Rick Velasquez gives us an inside look at cyanotypes.
My name is Claire Teat, and I'm a cyanotype artist. A cyanotype is an alternative photographic process. It's a cameraless process, and it uses two components, two chemicals combined with water and UV rays to develop an image on a surface. There's just a wide range of things that you can do with cyanotype art. Art and nature just fit together like the perfect puzzle. I've grown to have a relationship with the sun, with the seeds, with the ground. They've been doing cyanotype in this way with botanicals for about 180 years. What makes Soulmade unique is it kind of connects me to my landscaping. A lot of the plants I use, I grow here in my home. Most of them are native. Most of them I grew up learning about. The way that you get this blue hue is by combining potassium ferrocyanide and ferric ammonium citrate together in water to create an emulsion. It's a liquid that is going to be painted on either paper or textiles like 100% cotton. In Soulmade's case, botanicals, flowers, on top of that emulsion, on top of that paper, that fabric, and then you would bring it out to the sunlight. When the UV rays hit that emulsion, it undergoes a whole different change. It transitions into a different component. I'm really happy. It was very scary to go out there and to bring these pieces to fruition and see how the community was respond to it. But so far, I've had really great positive feedback. The first relationship I had was with the sun before I had a relationship with the seeds and the dirt in the ground. That was the main focus when I was starting off my garden, is I had to figure out where the sun was gonna be in the beginning of a season, where it ends, how long of a day it is. Then I will just work. I will just put them in different places, see how I feel about that, move it around until it just is, moving energy until it feels right. Right now, the best way for people to figure out if I'm doing a workshop or when that will happen would be following my social media, following Soulmate RJV. There I talk about the workshops coming up, I talk about the pop-ups that I'll be doing, or just the next drop that I'll have online.
If you'd like to check out Claire's art, she'll be at the Cameron County Master Gardeners Botanical Fall Festival in San Benito today until noon. On the hunt for another tumbler, this small business has the cutest personalized ones, and the best part, they have a discount for you. Take 5 Off is right after this break. Ever wanted to dream up your own custom cup? Well, we've got the perfect guest for you, and the best part, she's giving our Take 5 viewers a discount. Gabby's Dreamy Shop is here with us today, and owner Gabby Berrones brought all her fabulous cups with her. Gabby, it's such a pleasure having you here.
Thank you for having me.
So you're actually giving our viewers 10% off now. They have until October 21st to do that. Now, how can they get that special discount?
They can mention it to me at mention Take 10 for the discount. It's going to be 10% off of all their items. And they can also shop on our website at www.gabbysdreamyshop.com, and they can put the code TAKE10.
Perfect. Now you're actually going to be at a market today in Edinburgh.
I'm going to be at Tsunami Sushi in Edinburgh. It's going to be from 6 to 10.
Perfect. So if our viewers say, hey, you know what, I just saw you this morning on Take 5, then they can go ahead and take that 10%
Yes,
off.
they can mention the Take 10.
Perfect, Gabby. So we'll go ahead and get into this now. I love this so much, but I got to start with my favorite. So we're going to go ahead and start off on the right over here. Now, tell me about these cups over here.
So those are our glass cups. Those are our most popular right now at the moment. They're perfect for your iced coffee, for a little shake. They're perfect to go cups, and everybody loves those.
They're adorable. Now you actually make these, right?
Yes, we do. So all our cups like those, they all are blank, and we actually pick the design. So we either purchase a design or we customize them ourselves, and then we print on them.
So what inspired you to start your own shop?
Well, I started back in March of 2020 when I wanted to do our family shirts for Disney. We're a family of 6. So it was kind of getting a little expensive for us. So I bought our Cricut machine. I started with other cups, plastic ones. And then I eventually started doing these that are our sublimation products. So we have our car coasters. These are little decors for your drink holders in your cars. And then in the bottom, we have our card holders that you can use for the back of your phone, on your laptop case. They fit a lot of cards in there, like 2 or 3 or so.
You actually make these as well, right?
Yes. These are also able to be customized as well.
Perfect. And so one more time, you're going to be at the market today in Edinburgh at Tsunami Sushi.
From 6 to 10.
From 6 to 10, where our viewers can go ahead and get that 10% off. Now they have until October 21st. So it's perfect for, the spooky season.
Yes. To get
and I see that a bunch of your designs are, for that season.
Yes.
So that'll be perfect.
And we have a lot more designs that they can shop on our website as well, or we can customize. If they have a design in mind, we can definitely do that for them.
Perfect. Well, one more time, Gabby, where can people find you online?
Online will be at www.gabbysdreamyshop.com.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Gabby.
Did you know October is known as Liver Awareness Month? Coming up, we'll introduce you to a local team focused on liver health.
The following segment is supported by South Texas Research Institute.
The South Texas Research Institute is improving the health of Valley residents by offering cutting-edge therapies focused on liver disease. And joining us to talk about it today is Dr. Patil. Dr. Patil, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So can you tell our viewers what exactly fatty liver disease is
for those of us that don't know?
Yeah, sure. So fatty liver disease is really common. It affects about 1 out of 4 adults in America, so about 25% of us have fatty liver. But really what it means is that about 5% of your liver cells are affected by fat accumulation. And so over time, that can lead to problems. And so we're looking for patients who are at higher risk of developing complications of fatty liver.
Yeah, so when you say we're looking for, can you tell us exactly what sort of work the Research Institute does for the community?
We actually offer patients who have a diagnosis of fatty liver disease and more at-risk fatty liver disease treatment options. So currently there are no treatment options for fatty liver. And so through clinical trials, patients can get access to these medications. Every patient is different, and the disease can progress more rapidly in some. And so we actually use different blood tests, and we use a specific type of scan called a fibroscan. It's an ultrasound that's done in 10 minutes, and we can actually look at the stiffness of your liver. So if your liver is stiff, it's not good. It means that there may be scarring. We don't want patients to progress with scarring in their liver. About 75 to 80% of individuals who have it don't have symptoms, but those who do, they may have a little bit of fullness in their abdomen, a little bit of pain in the right upper part of their abdomen, and generally fatigue is a big symptom.
That sounds like a big number. That's a big percentage. Is there any way, people watching this could see, well, you know what, I have these certain risk factors, maybe I should get checked?
Diabetes is the biggest risk factor for scarring in your liver. So if you have diabetes, you're at 3-4 times the amount of risk as a regular person with fatty liver to have advanced scarring in the liver. Clinical trials are so important to actually advance medicine. So there is not a single drug that we currently have on the market to treat fatty liver. So being a clinical trial participant, you are helping us as a medical hero to move medicine forward, to move the field of liver disease forward, and ultimately helping your community.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Patil.
Thank you.
Okay guys, one more time, if you want some more information on how to maintain a healthy liver, reach out to the South Texas Research Institute at 956-284-6353. It's that time of the week, guys. Take 5 All-Stars is coming up right after this break.
The following segment is supported by Carla's Jewelry and Gifts.
The competition just keeps on getting better and better, but there can only be one winner every week. Here are your Week 7 Take 5 All-Stars.
Carla, we're back for another week, and I'm coming to you from the home of the loud and the proud Week 7 Take 5 All-Stars, the Veteran Memorial Patriots.
Let's go, Patriots! Let's go!
I'm standing here with the varsity captain, Miss Rebecca Guerrero. Now, tell me, 3,000 likes on this post. I think that's a new record. As a senior, you've been on this squad for 4 years. How does it feel to see you guys win this recognition?
It feels great. It takes a lot of commitment and dedication, especially having such a big team of 30. The chemistry on this team is something that I've never felt in all my 4 years of cheering. I could really say that I consider everyone on this team a part of my family. It feels amazing coming out every practice, knowing that everyone has the same goal as me.
Amazing. And of course, as you can hear from Miss Rebecca, this team is a family, and I think that's just a testament here of their head coach and the amazing work she puts in. And this, of course, here is Miss Melissa Guerrero. She is our head coach. Tell me, I'm sure you see the work that each one of these people put in every single day. How does this make you feel as a coach?
Proud, very proud. These girls work extremely hard. They deserve it. I think sometimes they go unrecognized. They put in a lot of work. They're at every event, everything they're asked of, so they deserve it. I'm proud.
Absolutely, and we're rooting for them as well. Now, we are going to hand them the Take 5 coveted All-Star Spirit Stick. You ladies, you have earned that. And of course, we're also going to be including some extra gifts courtesy of our friends over at Carla's Jewelry and Gifts. These personalized bracelets, each one of them will receive their very own. Ladies, Rebecca, what do you say we send it back off to our studio with one last cheer?
Yes, let's do it.
Fight! Patriots fight!
Thank you, Carla's Jewelry and Gifts. Congratulations to the Mission Veterans Varsity Cheerleaders for being our Week 7 Take 5 All-Stars, and here are this week's nominees.
Here we go, Rattlers, here we go. Here we go, Rattlers, here we go. Here we go. 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Rattlers, stand up and holler.
That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us. Don't forget to wear your protective eyewear if you're going to look at the solar eclipse today, and of course to visit our Instagram page at take5.krgb to vote for your favorite cheer squad. We'll see you guys tomorrow as we continue our Heart of the Valley series. Plus, our Take 5's reporter Trista Castillo takes on martial arts.